Miss Montana arrives at its destination in style this morning with the tower in Duxford, England, inviting them to make a low pass of the airfield before touching down after its epic journey. The Miss Montana crew landed in Duxford just before 8 a.m. Montana time after completing the journey from Montana across the U.S. and then the North Atlantic in a little over a week.
Plane ran flawlessly, crew worked well together, and weather cooperated after an initial hiccup there getting out of Connecticut. But yeah, it's just sort of surreal to think that after all this time, we made it here. So, yeah, there's 11 other planes here, I think, and 3 or 4 more coming. So we're meeting the other crews and planning to go out and have an evening with some of the other crews tonight.
Their crew had completed the transatlantic crossing Monday, landing in Scotland after following the Blue Spruce route, the historic path which allowed the old planes to make gas stops by fueling up in Greenland and Iceland. Douglas says it was great to finish the trip ahead of schedule after being what he called the tail-end Charlie of the historic group of planes, and says it wouldn't have been possible without the financial and moral support the group has received back here in Montana.
We were probably had as much notoriety as anybody because of the heavy lift we had to get here, and so they were all thrilled. In fact, we got to the field and the tower requested that we do a low flyby.
Douglas tells me the crews will get a special tour of the war room where General Eisenhower and the other leaders were planning the D-Day invasion 75 years ago this week. Next week, the restored plane and her sister craft will drop dozens of jumpers over the beach at Normandy to commemorate the paratroopers who were key to the 1944 D-Day battle.